Welcome to Tales by WZ. Today's story is about a man who finally listened when his girlfriend told him to get out, and discovered the fight was never really about the argument at all. As you listen, think about what you would have done in his place. My girlfriend said, "I can't believe you actually left." I replied, "You told me to leave." Then I packed a bag, checked into a hotel, stopped answering her calls, and quietly started untangling our lives, only to discover the fight was never about me at all. My girlfriend screamed, "I can't believe you actually left." She had told me to get out during a fight, and I said, "You told me to leave." I listened. Then I stopped answering her calls. Her shock that I took her seriously was my final answer. I'm 29. Writing this from a cheap hotel that smells aggressively of lavender and old carpet. It's 200 a.m. on a Tuesday, and I'm pretty sure my 4-year relationship just evaporated because I followed instructions for once. I've been living with Kayla, 27, for 2 years. I pay the rent. She covers utilities and groceries. On paper, it seemed fair. I work as a logistics coordinator and make good money. She's a freelance social media consultant, which mostly means scrolling TikTok and posting occasionally for a local boutique. Our dynamic was always volatile. Kayla believed if you weren't fighting, you didn't have passion. I just wanted to come home, eat dinner, and maybe play an hour of Heldivers before passing out. That difference mattered more than I wanted to admit. The fight started over something small. It always did. This time, I didn't sound excited enough about her best friend's gender reveal party. My neutral response turned into proof that I didn't care about her friends, which somehow meant I didn't care about her, which somehow meant I was wasting her prime years. The whole argument unfolded in under 10 minutes. We'd rehearsed it plenty of times before. Usually I apologized, bought flowers, reset the cycle. This time I had a headache and no energy to perform. I sat on the couch staring at the TV, which made her angrier. She stood in front of the screen with her arms crossed, tapping her foot, waiting for me to explode. "Are you even listening to me?" She yelled. "I'm listening," I said. "I just don't agree that not caring about pink or blue smoke makes me a sociopath." That was the trigger. She pointed at the door. "If you're going to be such a drain on my energy, then get out. Just get out, Jason. I don't want you here." This was the move she always used, and this is where most people try to calm things down even when they're exhausted. Something didn't snap in anger, it shut down in exhaustion. "Okay," I said. I grabbed a duffel bag, packed clothes, toiletries, my laptop, my passport, my lease folder, and my birth certificate. She followed me the whole time, yelling that I was running away and couldn't handle a real conversation. When I came back to the living room, she was smirking. She thought it was a bluff. "You're pathetic," she said. "Where are you going to go? You have no friends who will put up with you." "You told me to leave," I said, putting on my shoes, "so I'm leaving." That's when her expression changed, confusion first, not regret. "If you walk out that door, don't think you're coming back tonight," she said. "I don't plan to," I replied. I closed the door. Through the wood, I heard her scream that she couldn't believe I actually left. I drove 3 exits down and checked into a hotel. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, except for my parents and my boss. When I checked later, I had 14 missed calls from her, 3 from her mom, and a text preview that read, "Stop being a baby and come home." I ordered Thai food. Then I checked my Ring camera. About 30 minutes after I left, a car pulled up. A guy got out, Justin. The guy I wasn't supposed to worry about. Gym friend. Career advice guy. Kayla opened the door wearing my oversized hoodie. She smiled, handed him a beer before the door even closed. That was the moment everything made sense. The fight wasn't about passion. It was about clearing the apartment. I wasn't sad. I wasn't even angry yet. I was done. The lease was in my name. She was listed as an occupant. I called the landlord and let him know I wouldn't be in the unit for a few days. Then I went to sleep. 2 days later, reality set in. Her text started again. "Justin only came over to comfort me. Where are you? I need the car for my lash appointment. The internet is down. The internet wasn't down. I had changed the password remotely. Petty, maybe, but I wasn't paying for someone else to stream Netflix. This is where boundaries stop being emotional and start being logistical. I called my landlord, Derek, a retired Marine who hates nonsense. He explained my options. 30-day notice unless she violated the lease. At lunch, I finally replied. I told her I saw Justin on the camera, told her we were done, told her she had 30 days. She laughed, said I was abusive. Told me to come home and apologize. That night, my bank sent a fraud alert. She tried to use my emergency credit card for a $450 salon visit. When I declined it, she called, furious and embarrassed. She accused me of financial abuse. We aren't together, I said. I don't pay for your life anymore. Threats followed. She said she'd destroy my gaming setup. This was no longer emotional. It was procedural. I showed up the next morning with a police escort to retrieve my things. The apartment smelled like beer and weed. Justin was in my kitchen wearing my robe. When I asked for it back, even the cop shrugged. Justin stood there in his boxers, handing me my robe. Humiliation does more than yelling ever could. I took my electronics, my clothes, my whiskey collection, and the Dyson vacuum. I handed Kayla a 30-day notice. She said she'd squat, said I'd have to drag her out. Then Derek showed up with complaints from neighbors, weed, noise, guests. He warned me that if it continued, he'd evict both of us. That's when I asked the question that changed everything. If I break the lease and pay the fee, does she have to leave? 2 months' rent, $3,600. Expensive, but clarity often is. After one last Instagram post of her drinking my wine with Justin, I made the call. I terminated the lease. She screamed. Her mom lectured. Justin begged. Then she tried to order a replacement TV on my Amazon account using my card. That was the mistake. I filed a police report for attempted credit card fraud and sent her the report number. Leave by Sunday or I press charges. On Sunday, I watched from across the street as a U-Haul pulled up. Justin and 2 exhausted friends loaded boxes. Kayla looked defeated, no makeup, just anger and panic. She left. The apartment was trashed. The deposit was gone, walls damaged, carpet ruined. She'd opened my mail and left a note calling me small and petty. She also stole the ice cube trays. 3 weeks later, I'm in a smaller apartment. No balcony, no chaos, just peace. I paid the remaining costs. Filed small claims. She didn't show. Default judgment. Justin disappeared. Her freelance career imploded. Her mom stopped calling after I warned her about pressing charges. Last night, I left a glass of water on my coffee table. When I woke up, no one yelled at me. No one accused me of disrespect. Silence isn't lonely. Sometimes it's luxurious. She texted once more asking to see the dog. We never had a dog. I blocked her. She told me to leave. I listened. It was the best decision I ever made. Lesson 1: if conflict is constant, it's not passion. It's control. Lesson 2: someone who kicks you out during arguments doesn't expect you to take them seriously. Lesson 3: entitlement survives on silence and compliance. Lesson 4: boundaries aren't cruel when they protect your peace. Lesson 5: walking away can cost money, but staying can cost your sanity. What would you have done if you were told to get out during a fight? And have you ever stayed longer than you should have, hoping things would change?